Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to be continuing our draft. Also got some of the new changes. Like for one, you can actually now, well technically it's not add, but you're basically importing it from clipboard. So let's actually take a look. And yeah, you can import it there. You can actually now favorite decks too. So let's see, this would be my favorite. That's it, right? Yep. Favorite. Yeah, you can see your favorites are now kind of highlighted. Maybe I have to choose between one of these two versions. Mono Red's still a favorite for Artisan. And speaking of which, I actually like the Artisan version better. There's also a Pauper Wizards. I'm still... Which Pauper deck do I like better? Yeah, I think I actually like this deck quite a bit. And yeah, those are pretty much my picks. It's actually I also have other choices as well, but yeah, so there's some new things you can do. So at least your go-to decks will always be on top regardless of what happens. But enough talk about those changes. Let's go back to the draft. So here we go. Doing so well. It looks like green seems to be a magic color for me in this set, despite though everyone else is saying black is the best color, and there's good reason behind it. But that's not to say that it's the only good color. Like, it's really about being able to draft around things. I remember hearing an anecdote that back in Mercadian Masks block, white was only good if only one person drafted. It became so horrible when it's a split between two people in an 8-man pod. So people would... And you're not allowed to collude. But I heard that there's a story where one player actually had a shirt that said "Pretty Fly" for a white guy. That was a song back in the... I don't want to call it back in the old days, but it is not a new song. But the point there being... that, yeah, that was a quick signal. So, okay, we'll go get the haste. White and blue, no, they are removal colors, but... Oh, opponent has a... Okay, so has some sort of removal. But at least we're still able to punch for damage. One more mana, we can get the blessing up. So that's an option. Might have to do the blessing on this instead. Come on, one more mana. Nope, got Chain Whip, Arachnir. Yeah, sure. I could just swing, but it feels really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna play this one anyway. If we get Iroas's blessing up, we get some removal going. And yeah, now we have a better target. Okay. Still not getting it there yet, so that creature becomes 4/4 and indestructible, so this one's gonna be painful. Nothing we can do about it. We could just let the Chain Web Arachnir die. Really need that 4th mana. Come on, deck. Also interesting that we now have a good target for Iroas's blessing. Ooh, so many good targets here, but our opponent might be... Oh, opponent does not go for the Taranika. So I am going to snipe Taranika before she goes out of hand. So that said... Yeah, I'm okay with losing the Arachnir. I don't think our opponent's... our opponent might be better off just blocking one of the Grove Dancers. Can still block... Can block with Sunmane Pegasus to take out another of our threats. Yeah, our opponent should rethink this block. Yeah, because my proper block would be block one of the 3/2s. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's a good. So we still get in for 8. So not too bad. And we start loading up the graveyard for Chainweb Arachnir. So opponent probably has. We're 2 mana away from next morning Colossus. At least we get an Arasta as an option. Dreadful Apathy, not the worst. Only going for Vigilance and Lifelink. Okay. Buying some time, at least until I can get down to... Okay, can't get down to Forerunner. But this is not counter mana, so I'm willing to play Arasta. And I'm also willing to swing... I probably should have swung at Hero first, though. Stern Dismissal. Okay, at least we got ourselves a 1/2 out of the deal, so not too bad. Ichthyomorphosis. That one is not too good either. But I am willing to... Okay, there we go. Okay, opponent's not gonna block. Who am I kidding? I probably should just leave this guy behind. Opponent's probably gonna start dumping all their enchantment stuff. Oh, not too much yet. Okay, sure. Take the hit. So... I guess I can swing with Forerunner to trade with Triton Wave Rider. Sorry. I can also just choose to wait, and so I can swing with... Probably swing with these two together. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm asking to get blown out, but... It is what it is. Also with 3 cards, including this, so I need 2 more cards to hit the graveyard. Shouldn't be hard. Captivating Unicorn, okay. Blood Aspirant. We got something going. Yeah, swing with these two, so force multiple chump blocks. Okay. So let's see. The 2/4 is a bigger threat than the 2/3, so that's correct. The 4/4 is a bigger threat than the 3/3, so that's correct. So 2 for 2, but more importantly, I can now bring this guy out, snipe the Sun Main Pegasus. Okay, take the hit again. No real rush here yet. Okay, so we actually have an interesting one. Hold on. Okay. I'm actually gonna snipe the Nyxborn Sea Guard. And tap. Target. Sacrifice Arasta. So I kind of want to keep this hero back. I'm willing to swing with these two. Yeah, because this becomes a... So at least it's a 3-4. It will withstand the rest of these guys. Opponent's willing to take a beating. Opponent's still has cards, so the 7. Yep, Shoal Kraken. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, sure. No blocks. I'm not in a rush to do that because I know I can snipe a Chain Web Arachnir. So, let's see. I'm not getting any of these guys back, so it doesn't really matter what I've been. So, I can swing for the attack, but doesn't do much, so no attacks. I'm basically, but I do have, I'm waiting for our opponent to drop a creature, but otherwise I do have quite enough damage. Let's say these two get blocked, so that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. Okay, maybe not quite. Triton Wave Rider. The Blood Aspirant is actually doing quite well. I could sack the token, make this a 3-3. Well, it's a way to get one of these guys through. It really depends. Heliod's Punishment, okay. Draw a card, discard a card, okay. So, swings for a 3. Yeah, no blocks. I forgot to tap in response. I could just sack this one. Okay, let's do the math here. So this gets blocked, so this is 2, 4, 7, so not great. Let's hold this guy back. Sacking Warbriar Blessing. And okay, I can play that out. So I can okay. Well, let's see. He can block these two. That's 3 damage only. I can swing with these 3. Gets 1 damage through. Allows me to sack the hero to snipe the Wave Rider. Makes this into a 4/4. Also kind of want to fill up the yard because it gives me the okay. So it actually gives me some options now. Like for example, actually I'll wait on that option. At least until it hits a 5/5. Me kind of getting greedy, but we will get there. Also, can't believe I missed that trigger. Aleria's Enraptured. Okay, that doesn't do much. Neither is the Forest doing much for us. Nothing for our opponent either. Oh, got a Hunt Master. So 1, 2, it's just a plus. Makes this into a 3-2. Not good enough. Okay, end the turn there. Opponents kind of refilled their board. I'm also shooting a bunch of tricks. Could be counter spells. More importantly, I'm just gonna Chainweb Arachneer. Okay, what does he bin? Starting the Blood Aspirant, sacrificing. Yeah, sure, why not? Opponent doesn't go for the greed play, which is probably correct. So go for the Typhon. Hit the Arachneer. Swing for 8. He's forced to chump block. Could use some more gas. Also note that we can if we can somehow get the Typhon to die. One is conceding. He did say good game first, but yeah, I didn't swing with. I probably should have swung with this one. That was a mistake. Opponent plays Nyxborn Crusader. Let's draw and discard. Yeah, we made a mistake there. Helped our opponent refill their hand. Probably, thankfully it doesn't exile a creature with escape, so it doesn't really matter. But that said, we are still cutting it quite thin. Yeah, we missed the boat on that one. We should have swung at everything. Opponent plays Staggering Insight, so tempted to swing. It's a good thing we held this guy back. Not liking this too much, but and he gains some life back in return. Oh, please don't. Okay, good. I thought our opponent actually had a counter spell. So we now have a Typhon that can get past the Shoal Kraken. I might actually just equip this here. Opponents, yeah, seems to be stuck. Let's see if he has a response. Kills the Shoal Kraken. Yeah, I should have swung with that. And we kind of need... Yeah, I probably should have played the Traveler's Amulet also. Yeah. Yeah, we could have won a lot faster. That was... there were a few mistakes were made. I wouldn't say I wasn't... I'm playing my best game right now. I had a long day. Just came from a funeral. Very old friend. Very old friend of mine. Like a mother and mentor figure, so to speak, back at church. Well, she lived very, but not. I would say it's not the worst in the sense that, well, she lived she lived very long and very well, 90 plus. Can't complain at that state. I'm probably more likely to complain about this Moss Viper, but I guess I could throw an Nexus Wardens. Ooh, missed. Well, actually not too bad. I can just do this end of turn. In fact, I don't have a red card yet, so I can wait. Well, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna do this now. So, Nexus... Actually, I could just do Grove Dancer. I'm much more happier trading this for the Moss Viper. If our opponent doesn't have another white creature... Okay, but this is not good. This is, it's the 3 mana 2/4. Well, Sunbeam Pegasus is still bad. Yeah, we probably could lose this game. Let's see. Oh! Offering the trade, I will take. So I will play Nexus Wardens. Next turn, Nexus Wardens Grove Dancer. Glory Bearer, sure. One's gaining quite a bit of life. I'm also gaining quite a bit of life, so no real rush. There's also Gift of Strength backup. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, resolve. Does our opponent have a response to this? Well, at least it's a 4/7. So... Okay, so taking some hits, gain some life. But I got rid of a problem creature, which is all I can ask for. Now we dance. Swing with a 5/4. Let's get some life back. Opponent's in a much better position than we are right now, though. Messian Horn Beetle, not quite there. Daxos doing good work. Okay, Dreadful Apathy, sure. Well, I can't get rid of this, so... Okay, so... Chump the tree. Okay, yeah, we're drawing way too many lands at this point. Let's offer the Grove Dancer for the Horn Beetle. Nope, doesn't take. Transcendent Envoy, sure. Thankfully, nothing's triggering this. Opponent can get rid of this anytime, so probably just gonna pass. We've drawn quite a bit. We've drawn quite a number of lands also, so I don't want to just use the. I don't want to just use the ability here. Opponent has their own Nexus Wardens. Actually, if I draw Erosis Blessing, I'm probably gonna take out the Nexus Wardens first. That's the one thing that's likely to keep me out of winning. unfortunately, I'm flooded as heck. If I had the way to look at the top, I would definitely use this one. As it is, I am not too happy to use it. I don't want to swing with this one. It's only going to trade with probably just the beetle. It won't even trade with the. It won't even trade with glory bears. So we're playing a game of chicken right now. I guess sometimes this will happen. Yeah, don't have any enchantment removal, so this Huntmaster's gonna die. He did his job. I can't complain too much about that. Hydra's growth. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. So at the beginning of upkeep, so it's just gonna get insanely big. An opponent. Oh no, we could lose to this combo. We have no enchantment removal. We only have a fight card, but we're only drawing lands, so it's gonna get out of reach soon. Another envoy, sure. Surprised our opponent didn't put in an envoy, but it's not helping that we're not drawing the cards we need. We might take our first loss here. Yeah, but opponent's still not swinging though, so it's a bit of a surprise. Okay. Yeah, we never got to draft any actual enchantment removal. I did have a chance to take a return to nature, but what did I opt to take? It's been a while. So I'm running out of outs for this one. Opponent. Yeah. Citizen Petitioner gets us some bit of life. Yeah, sure, I'll play that. Opponent has more cards than we do. Yeah, because we sacrificed the Traveler's Amulet. It will take a series of very fortunate events for us to get through. I'm hoping our opponent has some sort of card draw, or else we will just lose to time. There's no way we'll be able to defeat this now. Opponent finally exiles it. Sure. Yeah, simplifying the board's not such a bad idea. Yeah, we don't have anything in the form of Banishing Light. Yeah, no return to nature. Two creatures are just getting bigger and bigger. Opponent still not swinging. We Yeah, there's a good chance I might concede. Yeah, in a few minutes I'm probably gonna just concede this game. Opponent's afraid of the crackback, I suppose. Favorite of Iroas. Yeah, opponent had a very good draft. Or rather, opponent was fortunate that we did not have removal in time. Opponent now swinging with their 1920. Past the blockers. Of course, we're going to block. Thankfully, it does not have trample. Unfortunately, we have no. Now we need to find a way to bust through the 7/7. Reverent Revelers is not gonna do it. Yeah, just good game. Gonna concede this one really quickly because we don't exactly have any way to deal with this one now. The ship sailed way too quickly. That's it. Yeah, I can't. But that said, we're still kind of on track. Probably, if I lose again, I'm gonna actually next game, win or lose, I'm gonna have to check the sideboard, see if there's anything I'm missing. So yeah, I do like this one. I could use another green, but turn one Arachnir is not bad. Probably don't want to play turn 2 Blessing. I probably want to just play Shadow Spear. Now this is right. Okay, thankfully that can't block, so we're good with that one. So yeah, I'm gonna just offer the not so much of a trade. Kind of want to encourage these two to attack. Next turn, Eros' Blessing. Yes, there's our target. Take the hit. And this is what it feels like to have the cards on time. So next turn we can probably just do Warbriar Bless. Nope. Eros' Blessing again. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. You know what? Oh, yikes. Let's put all our eggs in one basket. Not a good play. Oh, but our opponent's giving us the good game. Does he have removal? Grim Physician. Okay, not quite removal. Next turn I could use Sentinel's Eyes, sure. Lampad, sure. He can choose to sack a creature just to... Okay, go for it. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4, 5. Ah, okay, I see what he's doing. So I'm gonna smack this one. Let's see if he lampads in response. Doesn't lampad in response. So it makes it a 4-4, sure. Oh, 3-4. Still willing to swing with it. Let's play the Grove Dancer out. At least give ourselves a few more, give ourselves an extra pip. Yeah, this is what I'd call extremely excessive Voltroning. Okay, opponent concedes already. Yeah, yep. Hero's Blessing is good, but yeah, we were one removal spell away from getting blown away. It just so happened everything lined up. So kids, don't try that at home. Speaking of which, is there anything I'm missing here? Everything I'm missing is kind of in red. Aspect of Manticore, kind of is a combat trick. It's just not a good one. Yeah, we only have one hero of the games. Arena Trickster didn't pan out because we didn't have any very good instants. Rage Hound. No, at that rate, I have better cards to escape. Relentless Pursuit puts stuff in the graveyard, but no, I think I'm happy with this. Yeah, nothing great to add. So let's continue. Okay, so okay. Reset. Well, okay, so turn 1 Traveler's Amulet. This one scares me because we have no action whatsoever. I'm probably just gonna mulligan this. I'll keep this. It's been the Revelers. At least we got Grove Dancer, so I'm happier with that. Yeah, Grove Dancer, Blessing, Gift of Strength. If it doesn't get blown out immediately, I'm okay. And we got a Chain Web Arachner if we have to. Let's see if our opponent has the burn spell. Could use some red mana, but even without it, Commanding Presence, it's a 3/4. Okay, got the red mana. So just play the Arachner. Doesn't. So it looks like I'm setting up a chump block. You have to remember to cast Gift of Strength before going to blockers. I could also have blocked with this one. Does he have a pump effect? Does he have damage? No! Good. Okay, dodge that bullet. Whew! Another Envoy. Rage Hound, sure. So, Warbriar's Blessing, choose targets here. We're sniping the Envoy. Then playing Shadow Spear. We could really use one more mana, but I'm okay otherwise. Chain Wet. Nope, let's not attack. So we have the option of Eros' Blessing or Irreverent Revelers, or just equipping with Shadow Spear. Yeah, we dodged that Commanding Presence. Technically, this is a good card. There's nothing wrong about that one. Let's see. Aspect of Manticore? Nope. Trade. Our opponent could just bring it back. Kind of setting it up, so to speak. It comes back as a 4/2, so equipping this one makes it a 3/5. I kind of want to hit Eros' Blessing first. Yeah, so we're kind of Voltroning again. Not very efficient, I know. Opponent's now hit 5 mana. Commanding Presence. Ew, Skullfrost War Leader, so we can get this up to a 4/6. And let's just cast your Irreverent Revelers. No attacks for now. Our opponent could just sacrifice this Gut Menace, so that'll make it a 5/5. So we kind of want to be able to block it anyway. We don't exactly have any more ways to pump this, so... Well, technically there is... Okay, Favorite of Heroas. Careless Celebrant. Ooh, this is nasty. Okay, I think they got themselves an Arasta. Okay, so let's say I swung with this one, Trample Lifelink. He blocks with this, he blocks with this. When it dies, it deals 2 damage, probably deals it to this, or actually to this, so nope, we'll pass. Our opponent could sack this to snipe this, which is, well, at least we get it out of the way. Actually Careless Celebrant is a good card, just have... Wait, there are quite a number of Satyrs. Well, yeah. Minotaur Tribal had to give way to Satyr Tribal, but at least the Minotaurs have their land, sort of. Kinda want more cards to die, which is kinda weird. Pass. Okay, nothing's happening. Garcel's another Grove Dancer, so that's an option. Still don't want to just send it to its death. Yeah, the 4/5 is actually quite good. Omen of the Sun. Okay, our opponent's gonna start getting yeah, timing's off on this, but heck, it's okay. I'd rather see it now than later. Also kind of funny since I'm the one with the sacrifice triggers. Also kind of weird that I want to at least, if I do get that one, I want to bring it up to a 3/3 before targeting the Careless Celebrant. Opponents hitting their mana. Actually seems like it's kind of flooded given what the deck looks like. We're not getting any help either. Ironically, another thing we can do is we can start activating the Skola Grove Dancer just to hit our Chainweb Arachnir, which is not a bad play. I guess I can do that. Because what am I missing? One more Eros' Blessing. That would actually be nice. I could make... opponents... Yeah, opponent's really flooded right now. I really have to apologize. We're getting so many long games at this rate. So 3, 4. I'm probably just gonna double activate, start bidding some cards. As much as I don't like to do that, but we're kind of at a standstill. Chainweb, Stampede Rider. Is it +1/+1? No, it's just. It's not counter at least, so that's not too bad. Also, maybe kind of why I was not onto it. Okay, what do I bin? Mountain, good. It double triggers. Land? Nope, Nexus Wardens. Well, not too bad since I did get the 90s Forerunner instead. I can make this a 6/4 by moving this there. But I have to assume that this is another flash. This is another Omen. Basically, I have to be careful of anything that triggers this. Opponent's really flooded. Okay. I guess I'm putting it on the Nyxborn Colossus because That can take quite a beating. And watch our opponent draw a Shatter this guy. At least we draw a card out of it and we can finally bring back Chainweb Arachnir, but not like this. Haktos the Unscarred. It's X equals 3. Do we have... Yeah, we have 1, 2... Yeah, we have 2 cards, so we have to keep that alive. Also note this has protection for... Oh, so he can... I can kind of trample over it, so he's gonna need to commit more than that. He couldn't block with Haktos, but he will take 6 damage, true. He will double block for sure. Yeah, opponent's not thinking this true. I don't like our position, to be honest. Okay, there's a given. So he's gonna take 2 damage. Probably snipes the hero of the game. Yeah, sure. At least I got that problem out of the way, so now I have to... Yeah, let's buff this one again. I'll do the Chainweb Arachnir next turn. Maybe perhaps he has a flyer. This is an X... Yeah, the 2, 3, or 4 thing is weird. Could be worse though. This is a first strike? No, it doesn't have first strike. Does he have a combat trick? I don't get it. I'm trying to understand. I don't... Okay, he might be bringing this back, sure. But that's the weirdest way. Like, if he could have waited to take that out somehow, he'd have free reign over most of my other creatures. Okay, so I'm now tempted to just swing with the Forerunner. So, hero... Okay, let's just submit these 4. I'm gonna leave this on the Forerunner first, but I'm probably gonna just make this a 5/6. So make it a little bit more resilient. And then I just have to wait for a few more things to die. Shouldn't be that hard. Attacks each combat if able, so this has to swing. I think our opponent might be committed now. Does he have a combat trick? Let's see. That's probably the other reason why I didn't put the Rage Hound in. I'm a bit subconscious though. I'll take it. Also curious what those other 2 cards could be. Okay, definitely playing the Blood Aspect. So I can now start pinging these. Okay. Has a combat trick. Aspect of Manticore. Okay, sure. Better to happen now, I suppose. So it's 4 cards, so I need one card to hit the graveyard. Can probably just activate the Grove Dancer, but yeah, we're setting up to bring this back again. We're probably not gonna have that many cards left, but neither does our opponent. I don't have obstruction. Sure, first strike. Oh, nice target to snipe, I guess. Is he gonna swing? Probably not. It's a mistake. Okay, so can't cast this yet. So this card doesn't have first strike anymore, but it's still a huge 6/5. Does he have a... He could sack in response. Kind of does nothing. Okay, sure. It doesn't cancel my... Doesn't cancel this part. Cancels this part, but it's gonna die. It was gonna die anyway. I do have to remember the can't block clause. That could be relevant. Yeah, this is taking a while. I'm noticing that games can be grindy, so probably the fault of me drafting this deck at least. But let's see. I don't want to snipe these 3. I want to try. He is about to get this one back. Actually, no. Don't attack. I made a mistake. I'm supposed to move this. I'm supposed to move this here. So what are we looking for? We're looking for our devotion creatures. Opponent's, yeah, also stuck too, so I can't complain too much about it. So at least we get free trigger on this one. This is taking a while. It'll be annoying if our opponent has another aspect of Manticore, but we got no way around it. Well, my only way around it right now is Eros' Blessing plus a Blood Aspirant trigger. Opponent could just chump block. He's got a ton of mana right now. Oh, Porphyros' Intervention, is that a source? Okay, he's going for that. Oh, he's going for the mass, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. I want to get at least a favorite out of the way first. Yeah, he could sack in response, but it really does nothing. I do have to start remembering that if I'm going to go for the swing, I have to sack the I have to sack something first. Okay, let's equip to Forerunner. We could use a few. I can sack this one, get us a third card. We really need another card to hit the graveyard. Opponent now has enough cards to bring this back. Phoenix of Ash, sure, hit us with haste. You can actually pump it, so it's. I can actually just sack the Arasta of Endless Web to it. Just. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what? No, you hit me. I want him to spend as much mana on it as possible because I know I have a crackback. He's floating 2. Wait, is that because? Yeah, it's 3 mana. Okay, activating this ability so I can get an extra creature into the yard. Ooh, there's Theros' Blessing that I could have used. Oh, it's still up there. Okay. So let's see. This is an interesting system. Hold on. Theros' Blessing hits Skullfrost War Leader. Blood Aspirant. Sacrifice Theros' Blessing. So at least it's just not just a not block, it's actually kill. Don't tell Indomitable Will. Okay, nope, gotcha. Then so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 card short. Yeah, he's gonna chump block. He's gonna knock that one out. Which is also good for me too because... Oh no, I'm short on mana. Okay, fine. Let's do it next turn. So 29 life. We managed to snipe... Finally snipe the Bloody War Leader. We can snipe Phoenix of Ash with Arachnir. Archon's Sun's Grace. Okay, we can snipe that instead. This might be an enchantment. Usually if you cast this, you want to cast an enchantment right after. Holding back. So we are sniping the Archon of Sun's Grace. I'm just gonna swing with everyone. Yeah, because the trample should be enough to take our opponent out. He has a pump effect, sure, but I don't think that's... But I think that's it. We got this... Yeah, we got this game. Thank you, Forerunner, for not dying too soon. And just with that, we're 1 game away from winning. Well, we're 2 games away from losing, but at least we made it up to Silver 1. So I can kind of guarantee myself I'll hit gold with limited. Now if I can only do the same for constructed. So okay, we will have 2 more games at the most. But considering how long all these games are going, I would be happy if we could if we can win this one. So Shadow Spear, Nexus Warden's turn 3. Okay, I don't like the Colossus here, but okay, Setessan Pioneer, sure. I want to play the Pioneer Petitioner. One is mono black. Something to keep in mind. So I can go Nyx Herald. And I'm gonna go with Nexus Wardens because this card at least dodges Mars Grasp. One is going doesn't dodge an Elspeth's Nightmare, but neither would the Nyx Herald, so at least I played to my odds. So what does this do? Reveals their hand. Exile opponent's graveyard. Yada yada yada. Sure. Play the Nyx Herald because that's probably the most impactful card I can have. So we're probably gonna lose the we lost the Gift of Strength. So opponent probably has an answer to Colossus or whatnot. Ooh, green black. Still annoying. Marika spawn 3 4 4 5. I can make it a 4 5, so okay, has to block with both. I can only take out one. Farika spawn is going to be very annoying, especially in the later turns. Timmer, it's also going to be annoying, but I'm about to lose my graveyard anyway, so we'll take out the spawn first. And probably just play Chain Web Arachnia. An argument could be made for playing the Amulet, so I can but I kind of want to start swinging. Opponent's Acolyte of Affliction. Okay, maybe I won't start swinging just yet. Ooh, nice hits. Our opponent is about to get this back, so it's going to be annoying. Okay, hit. I'm gonna play this one. So no attacks. Okay, this is our opponent. Goes for an Elspeth's Night. Okay, opponent has a very good draft. And if I can't get enough cards back soon, I will lose the Arachneer, which may not be a bad thing. Triton, that's a bad thing. But then again, if you do have, this is what? How many? This is our opponent's second, third. I'm pretty sure this is our opponent's third Elspeth's Nightmare. Or am I dreaming? Oh well, just take the hit. I can go Blood Aspirant to snipe the Triton. That's one way out of it. Definitely get a green land. Then equip it here. I can swing with the Petitioner just this. Okay, we're going to lose the Colossus anyway. But let's see, 1, 2. Let's see if we can curse. Okay, nope. So I have no way of milling additional cards. 1. Oh, it's not creature, non-land, so he couldn't have taken it. Yeah, so the only thing he could have taken was the Gift of Strength. Elspeth's Nightmare. Oh, that's such a nightmare. It's a good card. So, just a horrible. Now, that said, opponent brings back the spawn. forced to sac. Oh, we also buffed this. We'll take that hit. Okay, so let's take a look. We are 3 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Can't cast this, so I might as well just cast. Give haste. Do nothing. Because I can activate this on. Okay, if our opponent has yet another nightmare, I'm gonna be so annoyed. That said, I can snipe the Triton. I can make this a 5/5. Still not gonna get past this one. I'm gonna need help. Also don't like where this is going. Soul Reaper of Mogis. Yeah, sure. Oh. Okay. Perfect. Block. Snipe. Opponent can sack that in response, so I still, so he gets the benefit of the draw card. I still get the 5/5 part. Probably, yeah, I'm probably not gonna win this one though. We lost too many resources. Our opponent has a much better board. Yeah, Elspeth's Nightmare is a nightmare. And I don't like the idea of trying to take this one out because we're going to have to, it's going to come back again. He's got enough cards already at this point. Yeah, this is probably worth conceding at this point right now, but yeah, I have no way of exiling this either. I can go around it by trying to take out all the supplementary creatures. Our opponent might have a trick. I have no choice but to play on it. Okay. It's not Gift of Strength. It's Minion's Return. Okay. That's not the worst, actually. Sack in response. Sure. Okay, reloads the yard. Then I probably should just... Okay, probably should just sack. Yeah, I probably should just sack this so that I still get the trigger. When it's getting a lot of good stuff though. I probably should take out the Soul Reaper if I can. Can't. Hold on, this is okay, so this is comes to 2/4. Yeah, I don't want to block this one because opponent also draws their own Nyxborn Colossus. That's a big problem. I guess I can move this here to make a 7/8, but our opponent's not in the position where they just keep swinging this. Yeah, this is a good uncommon. Elspeth's Nightmare is a good uncommon. This is a good opponent has very good uncommons. I'll give him that. Well, I've seen our opponent play our uncommons. Well, okay, this is a common. What the heck? Fire Triton to boot. Oh, thank goodness. Something good happened. I can see the writings on the wall at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna concede this one right now. One, interest of time, we're kind of way over. Two, it's only gonna get better for our opponent. I don't think it's gonna get any better for us at this rate. So, last chance. Yeah, sometimes our decisions can be influenced by something called trying to save time, but hey, I don't have to force myself to play through every game if I know that the chances of winning is very low. Speaking of which, this scares me because I have a turn 2 play, but these are 2 turn 4 plays. I need to draw running lands. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this is much better, so I'm probably willing to bin hero of the games. So we'll definitely go Nexus Wardens first. We can also go Irreverent Revelers first, see what our opponent plays. Underworld Rage Hound, nope. Nexus Wardens first. If he doesn't have a trick, if he doesn't have a trick, this bounces off this. He could have an aspect of Manticore. He could just have a straight up removal. Final flip. I'll take that actually. That's not the worst. I'll play Nyx Herald. And then next turn Nylea's Forerunner, so at least we get some Venomous Hierophant. That's not the worst. Bill's land, so it's probably good for him or not. Yeah, definitely want to buff this one since I'm about to swing into it. Trade? Yeah, trade. Probably signaling he has removal for the Forerunner. Can't be helped. Opponent milling lands is probably not the best thing to happen. Folks, so discard, sure. Oh, he does get to get this back. Well, not this turn. So we have a 6/6 to worry about. Yeah, having ways to eat the graveyard is going to be kind of important at this point. Does he have removal? Omen of the Dead. What does he return? Venomous Hierophant. Okay. That's not the worst, actually. We at least get to hit for 7 damage before... But let's be honest, this one's more likely to stymie us than this one. Yeah, he plays that. Okay, so I lose some... I can swing for 4, but lose this one. Not a good bet. Because if I draw Wirebriar's Blessing, no, that won't kill it either. My best bet's actually just to pass. Take the 6, I deal 4 back in return, so okay, not great. Not the worst. At least I know I have a Nyxborn Colossus, so that's... Oh, come on! Okay. Oh, and I should have cast that. Oh, I forgot this has an attack trigger. And let's see... Yeah, good game. Yeah, I would just lose my board position at this rate. Yeah. Well, that one ended quickly, but 6 wins, not too bad. I can't complain about that one. We were short on high-end creatures, I guess, but we did well on the long grindy games. And we got 2 packs as a sort of consolation. Anyway, that's it. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Okay, come on, give me something better. I did say I was supposed to do I did say I was supposed to do Brawl, but that one got way delayed. It's also very late. Nice Storm Strat. So I might have to save that for next week. I guess I'll have to do I'll have to come up with something else. Unless you want to see drafts back to back, which is not the worst thing, I suppose. But anyway, well, I actually have an idea. Let's see if I can make that. Let's see if I can make that work. Oh, and they now have deals every day. Now let's see if any of these are good. Well, these are cards that randomly get these are these are styles that randomly get discounts. So like for example, this one gets discounted to 750. So not that I don't need it that badly. It's nice though. If there's a style that you want to give away at this rate, it's definitely this one. I'm a sucker. I'm sorry, everyone. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Have a great week, everyone.